Hey, what's up, guys? So for the last 2 days, I've shared two plays. One of them was a three-leg parlay 2 days ago, and the one yesterday was another three-leg parlay in the NBA. They both hit, so we've been decent on the free picks. Today, I was looking at some baseball stuff. There's some contradicting things going on, so I'm not going to actually throw out any plays. I will show the leans of the stuff that I'm looking at. Actually, let me just go through all the games so that you can see exactly what we're looking at. But I do love one of these plays, and I'll share which one I really like at the end of this. So the first game right here, it's going to be the Tigers versus the Twins. You can see the momentum is shifting right there. Detroit has 9 wins in 11 games. Minnesota's on the opposite side. They've lost 4 games in the last 5. Chris Paddack right here has a 7.35 ERA, which is horrible compared to Jackson Jobe. It's just telling you the strong offense right here from the Tigers also decent. And then there's no conflicting trends for the head-to-head. So it's pretty much saying that Detroit has decent bats versus a weak pitching today. If you enjoy these sort of breakdowns, please comment and subscribe. All right, so for Philadelphia right here, they're going against the Cardinals. Philadelphia's 8-5, Cardinals are 6-7. Cardinals have won the last head-to-head, so that is pushing the line a little bit. However, the Phillies do have superior pitching and better production offensively. It is saying there's too many factors right here to stay away. However, I've already looked at the lines, and the lines are shifting towards Phillies. So just keep a close eye on. All right, so the Giants keep coming up for me today. I will be honest, I'm going to stay away from this game. But there is a lot of indications that the Giants should win this game. Right here, they're 10-3 overall. Yankees are 7-6. In the last 11 games, the Giants have won 9 times. The Yankees have only covered the spread once in the last 5. Yankees have a shaky rotation, so their pitching is not that good this year. So the Yankees have a shaky rotation. What that means is that the pitching is not decent as of yet. However, the Yankees do have a much stronger record. Again, this goes back all the way to last season because it's 16-7. That accounts for just not these games, but all of last season as well. So for those reasons right here, it is telling you to stay away. However, I do like the Giants in this position. Like I said, these are just leans. You can go with whatever you want. I'm just giving you the information. The Giants should win this game. Now for the other game is going to be the Mets. I really like the Mets in this position. Oakland A's is 7-7, which is surprising because last year they were horrible. So this year they've already started better. Mets are 9-4. Mets do have Pete Alonso. You can see the RBIs and all that stuff right there. And then they do anchor the New York Mets. The A's are streaking with Wilson and Oakland's inconsistent run support. The Mets also have a superior bullpen, which make the Mets a strong pick right here. Again, these are not my final picks. These are just strong leans. Based on everything I'm looking at, the Mets should win this game as well. I actually got burned, and one of the picks that I had for VIP was the Boston Red Sox yesterday. They ended up getting embarrassed at 11-1, and I was at the game, so it sucked because I'm from Chicago, and the White Sox won 11-1, but I was going with the Red Sox. So anyways, like I said, Chicago broke an 8-game losing streak. Boston still has 46 runs scored on the year. Boston is a 2.52 average league. So one of the things that I was looking at yesterday, you can see the White Sox are 9-30. They had one of the worst records last year, 23% in their last 39 games in Chicago. But again, yesterday they broke that streak. They actually won the game yesterday. So I'm not going to go with either one of these. I'm just letting you know the stats. All right, the next one is actually one of the ones that I've already put my money down. Again, these are not my final picks, but I've already put my money in it, and you can follow it if you want. But either way, these are not confirmed picks yet. These are just strong leans. If you like this sort of information, guys, make sure you subscribe. Also like and comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you like these or you don't like these. Either way, I want to hear from you. Washington Nationals versus Marlins. So one of the big ones right here is the Nationals. They have a 16% hit rate when they're on the road. Again, 16% hit rate is a major red flag. It erases a lot of Washington's home field mojo. However, there's a lot of other indications. This is just a preliminary status. They also have head-to-head trends. They have the line move. They have other things like that I looked at. There's not in this. Like I said, I do like the Marlins today. I got 3 more games to go through real quick, guys. Please make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Let me go through the last 3. Kansas City Royals versus the Cleveland Guardians. Momentum is on the Guardians' 4-game winning streak. Stephen Kwan, he's been decent for like 3 seasons, very consistent. Royals, very inconsistent pitching as well. It favors Cleveland's momentum. This one I like a lot. It's actually the Reds. I was talking to my business partner here. We both like the Reds today. However, they do have a rookie, maybe not a rookie, but he hasn't played. He didn't play last season. and he debuted in 2023, and he was in the minor leagues. Now he's back with the Reds again. So there's no real strong stats to support this pitcher for the Reds. However, you might want to look at the Pirates at a +1.5 or the Reds money line, or just simply stay away. However, there's a lot of money coming in on the Reds. The line is shifting towards the Reds. There's a lot of momentum towards the Reds for today to win. Now, the last one, guys, is going to be the Angels versus the Astros. Houston lineup has a lot of depth, and the Angels bullpen has a lot of issues. Also, Angels only are at 31% hit rate, so this tells you that the Houston Astros have a home court advantage today. If you guys enjoyed the format, I want to hear from you. Let me know. Also, I do like the Marlins, and we also like the Reds today. We're still confirming that, and the Phillies looking strong as well. So stay tuned for those. Make sure you get the free stuff. Go to the link in the description, click on free, and that way also check out the Discord. We throw a lot of this data inside of the Discord, so you guys can kind of make your own ball. But we have a lot of resources inside of the Discord. So click on the link in the description, click on Discord. Also, the same link in the description, click on free picks. And inside those free picks, you're going to get the alerts whenever we post these picks. So you'll get the email alert and the text alert.